Hi, Aquarius. This is Jeffrey. This is red color, and this is your reading for the week of July 24th through the 31st. So I always get a little mini message, and it's usually what's going on with me at the moment. And I have a new computer, and it's so much faster. My old one was so old, and this is so much faster, and I'm so grateful. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, this message comes for you and then you deliver it to them. And it's like, and I feel like somebody is saying to me, oh, you're so self-centered. And I want to say, did you say something? It's like, you have no idea. But, at the same time, there's a sense in me that even though, like, I know that there are things about me that are not, whatever, it's like, I love myself anyway. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like, whatever. I love myself anyway. I don't really like that. I don't really care. How's that? All right. So that being said, it kind of put me in a lighter mood. That being said, I usually do these readings for members only, but now I've opened it up to the public. However, members will be able to watch these weekly videos. They're organized by sign without commercials. $2.99 a month. The other thing I'm going to be adding to the channel is I'm going to be doing live videos probably twice a month for members only, where I'm going to be, you can ask me a question and I'll throw read cards, sort of thing. I'm also going to be doing, I think, well, I'm not even going to say it because it's like sometimes you just put it out in the universe. It's like, well, if I said it, I already did. It's like, no, I'm going to do it when I do it. I have other plans. Maybe it'll be a hair show. Oh, how to cornrow your entire scalp in 15 minutes. It's called Buy a Wig. All right. All right. I know I'm a little goofy. It's good for me to be goofy because sometimes I'm just so serious. Well, when I do readings, I'm very serious, but they also, I like to infuse joy into things because it's like, I'm not enjoying myself doing this, then there's no point doing it. Um, let's hope my noise canceling microphone is actually working. I keep the door open because it brings a lot more light into the room because the way the setup here, it's just, I mean, it's a light room, but on camera, it's just not. All right. One, two, three. All right. I have a two, I have a five, and I have the nine. All right. Um, you know what I'm getting? Okay, so this is the two. So this is a lot of if someone asks, does he love me? Yeah, this is yeah. Um, it's a beautiful card. It's a sense of what I'm offering, I'm receiving. It's a sense of I'm offering you my heart, and the person I'm offering the heart to is also offering me their heart. It's lovely. It's really lovely. And it's a sense of balance and of healing, right? And of really recreating our DNA. And I could really go there. So it's also this sense in this card of really meeting one's own higher self, meeting one's own spirit, and meeting one's own oversoul, and exchanging your hopes and your desires and receiving them, like saying to your oversoul or your higher self or to God or to all of them, right? Because I don't really know how to distinguish any of them, to tell you the truth. I mean, in a way I do, in a way I don't. It changes every day. Um, I'm offering you my hope and my desire. And like the angels hear you and say, okay, we're going to guide you, and we're going to guide you, and we're going to show you the direction, and we're going to show you how to bring you into balance. Very interesting. Because, maybe I'm going to be able to take all this chaotic and these unsure thoughts and, and like combine them and make them into something healing and something that's productive that I can work with and then I can stick with and then I can build upon. Another sort of duality card, and follow my intuition, right? And combine the dark and the light in order to have confidence to move forward, right? It's almost, and it's interesting because sort of what I was saying before, it's like there's, so this is my understanding of Guadalupe. I know I'm going to go there because when I go over these tangents, my understanding of Guadalupe, right, is much more profound than Catholicism. It's really about this understanding of um, the child that is loved can do anything, right? So being the child that is loved and also being the loving mother that loves the child and being both of those things, right? Being the one that accepts love and allows himself to be loved, no matter if they make mistakes, no matter if they go down the wrong road, no matter what's going on. Okay. And then here we have a choice. And the choice is based in love. Like the new opportunity is based in love. I have to close the door because I want to continue with this reading and chitter chatter. I know it changed the lighting, but it was just, it's very unusual. Okay, so I have a two, which is choice. I have another two, which is choice. This is really, really interesting. I know I can't help the lighting. My light thing died. I just threw it away. Um, this is the past, and it was really fertile and it was fine, but it was limited. It was stunted growth, right? It could only grow in a certain place. It could only grow so far, right? This, on the other hand, is more expansive, has the world in his hand, more opportunities. It's based in a rose, which is the heart, which is Venus, which is love, right? A five, which is change. A rose is a five-petaled flower. It was originally. So the symbology of the rose, which is also Guadalupe, por, por favor, is it's standing in a sense of love. And now this new opportunity, he can plant this anywhere. This could become a foundation for a new house. This can become kindling. This can become a baton. This can become a flag post. So I feel like there's a real sense of like a self-love and a self-acceptance and a self-nurturing that's going on that can really help you to grow in a way that you haven't been able to grow before. Yeah, and a lot of people, a lot of readers, it's illusion, delusion. Oh, it's what do you call it? Sandcastles in the air sort of energy. But there's also an energy, it's a seven. There's also this is the second seven because the chariot is a seven. There's this energy of confidence in one's dreams, in one's hopes, in one's what one wants to manifest, what one wants to gather, what one wants to head toward. That's interesting. Taking full responsibility for one's own passion. I'm going to open the door again. It's very unusual. I've been here for quite a while already. And there's not a lot of chitter chatter. It's like there are people looking at them. I guess there are new people moving in because this is like a residential hotel. It could be like a sitcom, right? If it were a sitcom, if I couldn't be the director and here we go again, whatever, the star and the director and, the writer. All right. You know what it feels like? I can almost cry now. What it feels like is our honoring and loving and accepting ourselves and with all our flaws, with all our things that need to be fixed, with all our things that we did wrong, is really like it's really like being the God in your own life and saying, I love you and I forgive you. And I know you did wrong and it doesn't really matter because you'll do better next time and you did the best you could do. I feel like there's that energy of the Godhead coming down. It's almost like if I'm able to look in the mirror, right, and really accept and love myself completely and utterly, even with all my flaws, even if I'm fat, even if, whatever, um, then it's almost like inviting the Godhead says, oh, we love you too. I feel like there's this energy of that's the mirror. Because there's this energy of a mirror in this card. That's the mirror. Like if I'm able to like love and accept and be kind and generous and um, accepting, not tolerating, none of this tolerating shit. Accepting. I accept you as you are. I don't tolerate you. I accept you as you are. Right. If I can do that for myself, then maybe I can really invite like the Godhead energy in, just to really give that to me, or to for me to allow that in. That's what's it's really big. Yeah, and it can happen immediately because I said so. And that's the strategy to move forward. That's the strategy to move forward. So I'll tell you another story. I went to the first time I came to Mexico City, the first day I was here, I was staying in a certain neighborhood. I don't know if you know Mexico City. There's somebody out there that actually came down here a lot. They've wrote some things. Anyway, I was staying in Roma Norte, which is like the hipstery, and I wanted to go to the Basilica of Guadalupe. And I saw all I could say then was adios and gracias. That's about it. And I walked, and it was a long walk, and I don't know where the hell I was. And the city is like this. It's not, oh, it's straight line. I'm like, no, I ain't like that at all. And I get up there, and there's somebody begging, but I'm getting this feeling of you're a shyster, right? Because so look, there are people begging all over the world, but sometimes it's like these professionals really need it. And then sometimes you get this feeling of like you're manipulating me. And I was getting that feeling. Interesting. And I don't know, there was a whole feeling like it was like this isn't the place, this isn't. And what I came to understand for myself was that it's not about worshiping Guadalupe. I don't worship uh I don't worship something other than God. Just put it that way. I work with angels, but angels are part of the Godhead and close to the Godhead. It's not, I don't put an angel on a place, on a pedestal in a way that I would put the Godhead on it, right? I don't do that. And for me, Guadalupe is really the feminine aspect of the Godhead. But I don't work, it's not so much that I worship her and it's like, oh, having a problem and, Guadalupe, help me out, send me money. I don't do that. It's like guide me and love me enough so that I can, move forward and get direction sort of thing. And what I realized that being at the Basilica was like it's not about worshiping her, it's about being her. And it's about being her and being the child in my own life. And it's about loving myself so completely and utterly that even if I mess up, which I do every day, I'm going to love you through it. And it's like, let's have some ice cream. And it's also being this energy of being the child and accepting the love from the mother. I know. Because if I'm not in that position, I'm driving myself crazy. Dios mío. They see my door is open. It's like someone's door is open, so I'm going to stand in front of somebody else's door. Really? Gee, I really hope you stay here because you seem like a really good neighbor. Okay. Um, okay, so I get that this is the last card of the deck. Well, in the majors. Depending on how you read the deck, there's a sense of this. There's a sense of this, of a story being completed. There's a sense in this card of a perfect, intricate design. I always think of this as an intarsia table. You know what intarsia is? Intarsia is when they put in the hard stones like jasper and malachite and lapis lazuli, and they put it like in wood. You know, it's almost like, or they do that with wood on wood. What do they call that? You know what I mean? Intarsia is when they do it with stones. So I always get this sense of intarsia with this, and like this reading that I gave you about really loving oneself and allowing oneself to be loved in a really profound way, in a way maybe that we haven't before, right? When I say we, I mean, you and I mean everyone. Um, it's almost like this is a seed. It's almost like, let's look at the shape of this. I mean, now I'm really going there. Los Guadalupe también is in a mandorla. A mandorla is like an almond shaped, similar, oval almond. And okay, now I'm really gonna go down the occult highway. So like Ventura Highway, remember that one? Okay. Okay. I'll do this one. All right. This is my understanding. And then I will keep quiet. I know it's really reading. There's this sacred geometry. It's called the Vesica Pisces. And it's this energy of two interlocking circles, right? And this is the mandorla. This is this. This is this. This is what Guadalupe sits in. And one is male, right? And one is female. And then through that, it's through the combination of the male and the female that this is formed. That's one interpretation. The other interpretation is that this is the womb, and it's through the womb that the male and female are created. However, so how do I understand that interpretation? I understand them as both to be true. That's what I understand. I understand that it stems like the male and the female energy, the penetrative and the receiving energy, both come out of the same place. Yet in that duality, when the duality are brought together in union, they form. See? So it's kind of like the duality of man, but I mean humanity, and the Godhead, whether that be masculine, feminine, whatever. There's that energy of I am you and you are I. I am that I am, and you are that you are. It's really profound, and to really tap into that energy of I am one with the Godhead, and it's through that creation happens. It is, and to understand that I'm both the mother, right, and the child. To understand that and to really take that in is I think it's why we're here. I think it's why we're here. So that is my take for you, my darlings. Quite the reading. Quite the reading. And I feel like there's going to be this opportunity to meet yourself in a way and mirror yourself in a way that on a more profound and a more permanent basis. Quite the long reading. Blessings to you. Please become a member. And hopefully there won't be any guests. That's insane. Well, I'm going to take a lot of pictures. You know what happens? Like I've had my own business on a lot of levels, for many, many years. I've dealt with the public since I'm a child. They're coming and they're asking a million questions, and we want to see this, and they're taking a million pictures. They're not going to buy a goddamn thing. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Oh, I want this and I want that. And I want this and I want that. I'm going to pay a lot of attention to me. It's like nothing's going to come of it. It's always like that. I know it's gonna. I know that's going to happen. All right. Blessings.